Good morning students. Let's begin chapter number 11, sulfuric acid. Its formula is H2SO4 and molecular mass is 98. How? 2 hydrogen plus 32 plus 4 oxygens are there. When you count, it will become 98 and its structure formula is HOS. See, 4 oxygens are there and 2 hydrogens. These 2 bonds are called coordinate bond and these are covalent bond. This coordinate bond means both the electrons are coming from sulfur. And what is the valency of this sulfur here? 1 electron is sharing by sulfur here, and here 2 electrons, 1 electron, and here also 2 electrons given by sulfur. So its valency will be 6. Next one is sulfuric acid is known as king of chemicals. Why? Question is important. Why it is called king of chemicals? Because it is most of the industries use sulfuric acid. It is used in many it has many uses in the industries. So it is the key compound used in industries. So it is called king of chemicals. And in the Middle Ages, it was known as oil of vitriol. Why it is known as oil of vitriol? Because it was prepared, it was oily, viscous and prepared from ferrous sulfate, heptahydrate. It was prepared from ferrous sulfate heptahydrate in earlier days. So, and it gives viscous liquid. That's why it is called oil of vitriol. How it is prepared? By heating, it will change into oxide plus sulfur dioxide plus water and sulfur trioxide is also there, SO3. When SO3 dissolves in water, then it gives sulfuric acid. Yes. So this is known as oil of vitriol. Because of this, it is known as oil of vitriol. It is obtained as oily viscous liquid by heating crystal of green vitriol and was therefore known by the name of, this is a green vitriol. Color of ferrous sulfate is green and its name is oil of vitriol. Next one is, it exists in free state as well as in combined state. In free state, it exists, sulfuric acid is found in certain mineral spring, and in combined state, it is found in the form of barium sulfate, magnesium sulfate and calcium sulfate. In combined state it is. Next one is, here the main important question is, why sulfuric acid is called king of chemicals? And already I have explained, because it is used by large number of industries. Next one is preparation of sulfuric acid by oxidation of an aqueous solution of sulfur dioxide. We can prepare sulfuric acid by the oxidation of sulfur dioxide. We can oxidize sulfur dioxide with the help of oxygen, with the help of chlorine, with the help of bromine. Sulfur dioxide can be oxidized, and water. And sulfuric acid is prepared. Oxidation, by the addition of oxygen, it is oxidized and dissolve in water and form sulfuric acid. And balance this one by writing here 2 and here also 2 and 2, 4, 2 sulfur, yes. And here sulfuric acid is there plus chlorine, HCl will be the side product. Here HBr will be the side product and sulfuric acid. After that, balance the equation. Without balancing, your equation is wrong. The color of chlorine and bromine fades. What is the color of chlorine and bromine? Bromine is reddish brown and here it is greenish yellow. So their colors will fade. Here the observation can also be asked, what do you observe during this reaction? So observation is that like reddish brown color will fade, color will change. Next, one more preparation is there, sulfur with concentrated nitric acid, that you have done in the nitric acid chapter. So I am not going to explain it. Next one is contact process is not there. Chemical properties. Physical properties. First is physical properties. There are two kinds of properties, chemical and physical. Physical properties like about color, then smell, density, these all comes under in physical properties. First is physical properties. Next one is chemical. So physical properties, first one is color, it is colorless. Next, it is having no smell, and taste, it is slightly sour to taste. As you know, all acids are sour to taste. Next one is nature, it is hygroscopic liquid. Very important question, why sulfuric acid always be kept stopped? Why? Because the nature of sulfuric acid is hygroscopic. Now what is the meaning of hygroscopic? Hygroscopic means it absorbs moisture from other substances. When it kept open, it will absorb moisture from the surrounding. So it should always be stopped, means bottles always covered with the lid. Next one is density, boiling point. Its boiling point is 338 degrees Celsius. Melting point, pure sulfuric acid freezes to colorless crystals at 10.4 degrees Celsius. And solubility, it is soluble in all proportions of water. When you take 1 ml of sulfuric acid, it will be soluble. 100 ml in any proportion of water, it is soluble. You can dissolve it in water, it is totally soluble. Conductivity, very important. Conductivity. Conductivity, pure acid and dilute acid is there. Yes, dilute acid. So question is, which will conduct electricity and why? Very important question. Pure acid, whether it will conduct electricity or not? No, it will not conduct electricity, but dilute acid can conduct electricity. The reason is very important. Why dilute acid conducts electricity but pure acid not? Because H2SO4, when it is in pure form, it will not dissociate into ions. How the compounds can conduct electricity? Because of presence of ions. If there are ions, then only electricity will be conducted by the compounds. If there is only molecules, it will not conduct electricity. So, sulfuric acid, it dissociate into SO4, 2 negative, and here 2. Now, dilute acid can dissociate, but pure acid not dissociate, ionizes. Dilute acid ionizes in water. Dilute means mixture of acid and water, and pure means only H2SO4. There is no water, so it will give only molecules. If molecules are there, it will not conduct electricity. If it ionizes into ions, it gives ions, then only it can conduct electricity. So this is the reason behind this one. Why dilute acid conducts electricity? Because it, in the presence of water, sulfuric acid ionizes, means gives ions. So free ions are there, it can conduct electricity. Next is constant boiling mixture. It forms a constant boiling mixture at 338 degrees Celsius containing the percentages 98.5. Next one is physiological nature. Physiological nature means how it affects our skin. Now it is very strong acid. When it falls on our skin, it chars our skin black, means it can give blisters, and it can burn our skin, and the skin turns into black. Next one is chemical properties. As I have explained, 100% sulfuric acid is non-conductor. It will not conduct electricity. And the dilute acid can conduct electricity because it ionizes. Now, how it ionizes? How it ionizes? In the presence of water, it will dissociate into H positive, HSO4 negative. Further, it will dissociate into H positive, SO4. This negative will become 2 negative. Now, first, this dissociation we will do. This one will combine with water. First step, this is the second step. Now, in first step, first it will dissociate into ions H positive, and what is left? HSO4. One H will come here and HSO4 negative is there. Now this water will combine with this one and give hydronium ion H3O positive. Now 2 will become 3 and this positive sign will be here. And what is the next one? It is HSO4 negative. Now further, this HSO4 negative in the presence of water, now it will dissociate into this one, and this water and H positive will combine and it will give H3O positive plus SO4. What is next? 2 negative. Now see, 2 steps are there. It is giving 2H positive. So it is monobasic acid or dibasic. Di means 2, mono means 1. It is giving 2H positive. So it is a dibasic acid. Very important question. Sulfuric acid is dibasic acid. Why? Because when it ionizes, it gives 2H positive. Okay, so this is dibasic acid, and it can give acid salt as well as basic. That you have done in HCl chapter. Why it will give acid salt and basic salt? With NaCl plus, this you have done in HCl chapter. If temperature is below 200 degree, then it will give NaHSO4 plus HCl. This is acid salt. Acid salt. And when the temperature is above 200, then it will give normal salt, Na2SO4 plus HCl. This is normal salt. So sulfuric acid, because it is dibasic acid, it can give 2 types of salt. That is, one is acid salt and second one is normal salt, because it gives 2H positive on ionization. Next one is dilution of sulfuric acid. Dilution means how we can carry the addition of water to acid. There are 2 possibilities. Either you can dilution of H2SO4. Dilution means addition of water. How can you add water to acid? Okay, there are 2 possibilities. Either you can add water to acid, or you can add acid to water. So 2 possibilities are there. Which is preferable? Water to acid or acid to water? Acid to water is preferable. This is not. Why? Very important question. This question was asked last year in final examination. Why the addition is done like acid to water? Means water is kept in the test tube and then acid is added. Why? Why not this one? Why this one is not there? This is acid, this is not. Okay, and this one is water. Why it is? Addition is like this only. Because when we add water to acid, this reaction is exothermic. Exothermic means it gives out heat, energy, and when water is added to acid, it will immediately produce heat, and there is a chances of spurting of acid. Spurting means it will spread. Acid will spread, and there are the chances to break this test tube also. So in the book it is given in the paragraph page number 176. The steam so formed causes spurting of acid. If we do like this, there is spurting of acid which can cause burn injuries. So dilution is done by pouring acid on a given amount of water in the controlled manner by continuous stirring. So, continuously add acid to water, then stir it so that the heat is spread. Heat can disperse to all the parts, and there is no chance of spurting of acid. So this method is preferred. Very important question. Next one is properties of dilute sulfuric acid. Now the properties, first property is acid. Why it is an acid? Properties of dilute sulfuric acid. Dilute sulfuric acid. So first property is acid property, acidic property. In that, first one is dilute sulfuric acid react with metals which are above hydrogen in metal activity series. It react with metals and produce hydrogen gas, and hydrogen gas like magnesium when it react with sulfuric acid. When it react with sulfuric acid, it gives hydrogen gas. Then zinc metal, when it react with sulfuric acid, it gives hydrogen gas. As metal displaces hydrogen from the acid. I will give you one demonstration of it. I will add zinc metal to the acid, sulfuric acid, dilute sulfuric acid, and then you will see the bubbles of hydrogen gas evolving in that. So see this one. This is dilute sulfuric acid. Already I have prepared this one, dilute sulfuric acid. There is small piece of zinc metal. This is zinc metal, small piece I have taken. So zinc metal and sulfuric acid. When I will add this metal to the test tube, you will see the bubbles immediately will start coming out. Now you can see in this test tube, bubbles are coming. Okay, so these bubbles are of hydrogen gas. As this metal is displacing hydrogen from the acid, small bubbles are coming continuously and it is hydrogen gas. Next one is reaction. Magnesium plus H2SO4, it gives MgSO4 plus hydrogen, bubbles of hydrogen gas. And zinc metal we have added in the test tube, and there will be zinc sulfate plus hydrogen gas. Here the question can be asked. They can ask reaction, write the chemical reaction, or second question, what do you observe? What do you observe during the reaction? The observation was bubbles of hydrogen gas are seen after the addition. So this is the observation, very important question. Next one, it neutralizes bases. Second one, neutralizes, not second, B part. This was the first, B part, neutralizes bases, basic oxide or alkalis. So basic oxide example we can take copper oxide, and another one we can take sodium hydroxide base, H2SO4, and so what will be this is basic oxide and this one is acid. So what will be the product? Sulfate, and from here salt and water. Neutralization reaction is there, product is salt and water. Which salt will form? Copper sulfate, CuSO4, and another product is H2O. Next one, here what is the product? Which salt is there? Na2SO4 and water. Important thing to balance the equation. Whether it is balanced? Yes, it is balanced. Second, next one is it liberates carbon dioxide from metallic carbonate or bicarbonate. Next one is sulfuric acid. It liberates, when metallic carbonate is there, we can take copper carbonate, CuCO3. Carbonate group is there. Remember, carbonate group is there. Which gas is given out? CO2. And next, water is also there, side product. Which salt is formed? Copper sulfate, CuSO4. And what do you observe? Gas is given out which turns, question, what do you observe during this reaction? Observation is gas is evolved which turns lime water milky. Carbon dioxide turns lime water milky. And the question about the reaction can also be asked. Write the reaction between sulfuric acid, dilute sulfuric acid and copper carbonate. So you can complete like this. Copper carbonate, remember when carbonate or bicarbonate group is there, bicarbonate, another we can take bicarbonate is like NaHCO3 and here is sulfuric acid. All products, this one bicarbonate is there, again carbon dioxide gas given out, water and another product sodium sulfate. You can write Na2SO4 and balance the equation like this. Okay, same observation is there. A gas evolves which turns lime water milky. Next one is reaction of sulfuric acid with the sulfide, SULPHIDE, sulfides. And observation for this reaction, again important. Hydrogen sulfide from metal sulfide. Reaction with sulfide of metals. Sulfide. Sulfuric acid. You can take sulfide of sodium, means sodium sulfide, Na2S. Now the product is hydrogen sulfide gases, H2S is given out. What is left? Na2SO4. Na2SO4. So whenever metal sulfide is given, sulfide, which gas is given out? Hydrogen sulfide. Observation during this reaction. What do you observe when, question, what do you observe when sulfuric acid reacts with sodium sulfide? So the observation is that a gas is given out which is having rotten eggs smell. So characteristic is rotten eggs smell. So this is your observation. Next question can be asked. Write the reaction between sulfuric acid and sodium sulfide, or you can take iron sulfide. Same thing will be there. Same gas is given out, but salt will be changed according to this one. If iron sulfide is there, then which salt is given out? You can take this one, ferrous sulfate, FeSO4. Next one is FeSO4. Next thing is when sulfite is given, sodium sulfite. Next one, this was sulfide. This one is sulfite. When sulfite is given, that is you can take sodium sulfite plus sulfuric acid. Sulfite 3 is there plus sulfuric acid. Then reaction sulfide group is there, then it is sulfur dioxide plus water and salt, sodium sulfate, Na2SO4. So when sulfide is there, which gas is given out? Name the gas. They can ask, name the gas which is given out when sodium sulfite reacts with sulfuric acid, or any sulfite they can give. The answer is sulfur dioxide is given out. And write the reaction, then you can write the reaction. And what do you observe? Observation, again a gas is given out which turns lime water milky. So these all questions can be formed from this topic. Next property we will do in the next video, that is a non-volatile nature. So your homework is to solve exercise 11. Already I have covered so many questions, internal questions, and prepare those internal questions in your notebook as well as try to solve exercise 11. Thank you.